Hi, my name is Steph Rand, and I'm here today to talk about NetSupport Manager, which was our 7th threat for the year in this year's threat detection report. So NetSupport Manager is a legitimate remote access tool. It's been in use for over 30 years. It's one of the many remote monitoring and management, or RMM, tools that's misused by adversaries. In fact, NetSupport Manager is so commonly misused that it's frequently referred to by security researchers as a malicious remote access Trojan, as a malicious rat, instead of as a benign remote access tool. The main reason for this is that there is a free trial version available online, so adversaries can just download that and use it. I think the biggest takeaway for NetSupport Manager is that it's used both as a primary payload and as a follow-on payload. So sometimes the adversary's goal is to deliver NetSupport Manager and gain access to a system. And sometimes it's used as part of an execution chain. For example, both Scarlet Goldfinch, which came in number 3 this year, as well as Lumacy 2, which came in as 6th, used NetSupport Manager as either a primary or a follow-on payload. So this is very often seen with other threat activity. We've seen malicious use of NetSupport Manager here at Red Canary since at least 2020, but it really started to increase over the course of 2022. That continued across 2023 and now into 2024. So it actually came in 11th last year, and this year we saw enough activity for it to make the list. One of the reasons why it cracked the top 10 list and came in as 7th this year was that NetSupport Manager was seen as a payload for a number of different paste and run campaigns. So paste and run was a piece or a type of initial access tradecraft that we saw in use, particularly the end of 2024. If you want to learn more about paste and run, we've talked about it in a bunch of our intelligence insights, and we also go into a little bit more depth on it in the TDR in our initial access tradecraft section. In previous years, as I mentioned, we've been seeing it for a while. We've seen it delivered alongside threats like FakeSG, SocGholish, and Qbot when Qbot was still active. Earlier in 2024, we also saw Fin7 delivering NetSupport Manager as part of their MSIX campaigns. We did a neat blog about that, so go check that out. But that's one of the reasons why it was so high this year. I suppose I'd say one of the things that surprised me about NetSupport Manager use is that it does continue to increase. It does continue to become more popular. There are so many RMM tools available to adversaries, some of which are very complex, some of which are more likely to be allow listed. But I suppose this one, because it's available, it's reliable, they're able to get it for free, it's still very popular. So, what to do about NetSupport Manager? It continues to be an increasingly popular choice for adversaries who use RMM tools. It's been around for 30 years. It's not going to go anywhere. RMM tools are so hard to defend against because there is such a variety available to adversaries, as I mentioned. If you have a really robust block and allow list in place, that means that, first of all, you're aware of the RMM tools that may be allowed in your environment, which is a good thing. Also, if you have the block list in place, that will go a long way to preventing adversaries from being able to use NetSupport Manager or other RMM tools, even if they are able to get them onto endpoints. If you're interested in learning more about NetSupport Manager, come take a look at this year's threat detection report.